Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Sabhaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Padate Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Me Sada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahe Om Shanti 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 Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Atha Chaturthodhyayaha
Atha Chaturthodhyayaha.
Shri Bhagavad Vacha
Shri Bhagavan Vacha.
Karmanya Karmayah Pashyet
Karmanya Karmadya Pashet.
Akarmani Cha Karmayaha
Akarmani cha karmayaha.
Sabuddhiman Manushyeshu
Sabuddhimam manusheshu.
Sayukta Krishna Karmakrita
Sayukta Krishna karma krita.
No Karma Yoga for the Jnani. Jnani cannot do karma. So where is karma and therefore where is Karma Yoga? Karma Yoga for Antakarna Shuddhi for Jnana, Moksha. The Jnani already Krita Krityaha, Krishna Karma Krita. So where is Karma Yoga for him? The Karma Yoga is only for the Mumukshus. As it is going to be said in the 6th chapter. Arurukshor Muner Yoga. Karma Karana Muchate. For the Mumukshu. For them, karma is the sadhana. Yoga Rudasya Taseva Shavak Karana Muchate. For the one who has gained this yoga, this jnana. For him, Shamaha Samyasa. Samyasa Kartavyaha. So therefore, no karma yoga for the jnani. There is no karma yoga for the jnani. That is the topic. The karma yogi is one who takes care of his or her precious likes and dislikes by doing what is to be done with a proper attitude towards the actions and also towards the results. The karma yoga is basically karma, doing karma with Ishvararapana buddhi, accepting the karma phala with the attitude, prasadam. So it is about buddhi, the attitude, yoga with attitude. The Vedas address both the karma yogi and the person who performs action strictly to accomplish certain desirable ends because both of them have kartrutvam diversion. So the karma kanda of the Veda is for the both. The karma yogis, they are mumukshus, and for karmis. They are interested in artha and kama only. So they are interested in the immediate ends, immediate results. Whereas karma yogi has its aim, the goal in the purushartha, paramapurushartha, moksha. Whereas karmis have immediate goals. So their focus is only on the immediate ends results. Whereas karma yogi has a vision, long-term vision. Jnanam is a goal for which karma is a means. But both of them are ajnanis. They are ignorant only, and therefore akankara and therefore kartrutvam. Kartrutvam is there. aham karta iti abhimana is therefore both are ajnanis. Only the jnani who sees action, inaction, only the jnani who sees inaction, he doesn't do karma because kartrutvam not there. If at all, if he does, it's only a semblance of karma, karma abhasa. He is not addressed by the Vedas because such a person sees Atma as akarta, such a person sees oneself as akarta, the non-performer of action. So how can the Veda address the jnani? If I am the non-performer of action, any enjoining done by the Vedas or anything else doesn't come to me at all. Why should Veda enjoin me if I am akarta? Because the results are not going to come to me because I am akarta. So therefore, it implies aham abhokta. Not come to me, meaning that I'm not going to be the enjoy because Tatrutam not the Ahankara not the who will enjoy. Atma enjoy. Atma enjoy karmapala for what? For self-fulfillment. Atma is a self. It is already fulfilled. So therefore, Veda cannot enjoin karma for the jnani. Therefore, whatever was to be done before is all over. That already. So therefore, that is a Krishna karma krita. What is to be done is done. There's nothing more for me to do. No karma is there. Therefore, Veda also doesn't enjoin. There is no ordaining of karma by the Veda. The form of nitya karma, naimittikadi, the do's, not there. Be done, not there. There is nothing more for me to do. Anything has to be done later is also taken care of. Therefore, no karma to be done by the jnani. Because before knowledge, all actions are meant for me, for my sukha, for happiness. I want some cheerfulness, some tranquility, antakarna shuddhi. So whether it is for antakarna shuddhi or for happiness or some form of security. So actions, karmas which are enjoined by the Veda, it is for me. Then with such a mind, I can achieve self-knowledge, which is seeing non-action in action. Karmani akarma darshanam. Doing at the same time, Tattva not there. That is jnana. Karmani akarma darshanam meaning jnana. It is a way of presenting jnana. Karmani akarma darshanam, jnana. To see non-action in action is to understand that Agam akarta, jnanam atma akarta. I'm non-doer. I'm not a doer. Therefore, aham akarta, therefore aham bhokta. Therefore, name karmani. Limpati name karma pales praka. Bhagavan will say later. For no karma, taint me, no karma pala. I don't have trishna, that longing for the results of karma. I don't have, because there is nothing to be done, nothing to be done for self-fulfillment. So therefore, karma has done the job. Karma has done the job, therefore karma is released. From Kartrutvam is released. From Vedas itself, it's for the enjoyment of the actions, karma by the Vedas itself is released. Veda itself releases it from performance of karma. Thus, for the sake of self-knowledge alone, I perform all the karma that are done by me. Karma is done. For the sake of self-knowledge alone means knowledge cannot be gained through karma. For gaining the knowledge, certain preparation is required for that karma. Karmas are prescribed by the Veda. As a mumukshu, that is to be done by me. Even a kami is not karma yogi. He is interested in the immediate results. A kami. Kamahasya iti kamin. Akaranta shabda. Kami. Who is interested? One who is not interested in self-knowledge, but just wants to fulfill certain desires, has to perform certain actions, which are meant for the kami, the one who has desires. Kami is one who has desires. Kamahasya iti kamin. Because the person feels inadequate, the basic problem, self-non-acceptance, therefore inadequacy. He or she has certain desires, thinking that it will come, like become happy or feel significant. That necessitates the performance of action. Suppose, however, you understand that the self is not inadequate, that is adequate or more than adequate, then there is no desire for action. In fact, because the self is full, words like adequate and inadequate do not even come into the picture. It's all before jnana. Therefore, for the person who knows this, there is nothing to be done. Karyam karma na vidyate. Karyam karma na vidyate. There is nothing to be done. No karma left out. No karma is there to be done by this person. Karyam is kartavyam, to be done. Karma. Karma to be done, na vidyate, not there for this person. When the mind, meaning the ahankara or the ego, is dissolved in the atma, there is nothing for the person to do. Ahankara is dissolved in the atma, meaning ahankara is now sublated ahankara, enlightened ahankara, ego. That is the resolution. Resolution, ahankara doesn't disappear. Ahankara now it is enlightened. Previously, ahankara, because of ajnanam, it was so thick, the sense that kartrutvam, that abhimana was so dense, so gross. So everything is performed for the sake of me, not understanding what the me is, the small me, ahankara, ego. So ahankara implies inadequacy. Ahankara implies insignificance. Ahankara implies apurnatva. Now, Atma is discovered to be myself. I am the Atma. Atma is discovered as not, it is myself, Atma, Paramatma. Agam Atma, Jivatma, not different from Paramatma, the Jagat Karna Brahma. Therefore, I am not limited to this Karya Karana Sangata. Though body is me, but I am not the body. Then the very biography of the Atma itself changes. There is no gender for the Atma. There is no Upadhi for the Atma. So therefore, there is everything is Atma. Atma is all pervading. Is Sarvabhyapi. Therefore, what will happen to the ego? Ego will be there only when person restricts himself to his limited body, mind, sense complex. After Jnanam, body is going to be continued. Body is always limited. Body, mind, sense complex. Body is always limited. But Ahankara resolves means discovers himself to be everything until the resolution. That's the enlightened ego. The Atma, which is all pervasive, that is myself, Paramatma, Jagat Karna Brahma, myself. Therefore, what is that for the person to do? That is the resolution. There is no other resolution. Enlightened now, the ego is enlightened. With the body, I am free. Without the body, I am free. With the body, Aham Purnaha. Without the body, also Aham Purnaha. But previously, with the body, I am small. There is no question without the body. With the body, I am small, confined to the body. That is the ego. Now that ego is sublated, dissolved in the Atma. In the wake of knowledge, Ahankara, the I notion, the Karta is resolved in the Atma. Kartrutvam is negated. Kartrutvam is Vidya. Karta is Vidya. Karta is Atma, but Atma is not the Karta. That is what Vidya is. And there is no longer any question of Atma being the Karta. When there is no Karta, there is nothing to be done. Which is why the person is called Krishna Karma Kruti. He has done everything to be done. So nothing to be done. The entire Karma Kanda has served the purpose. Even the entire Veda, not only Karma Kanda. The entire Veda has served the purpose. Therefore, nothing to be done by this person. Therefore, he is free. He or she has done everything that is to be done in the past as well as in the future. He is free. The wise person's will has served its purpose. This person for whom there is nothing to be done is a jnani, a wise person. Krishna also says there is nothing to be done by me. And here also says a jnani doesn't have to do anything. Jnani and Ishvara are not different. From the standpoint of the Upadhi, there is difference. But from the standpoint of the Jnanam, standpoint of Atma, there is no difference. So as Bhagavan said in the third chapter, nothing to be done by me. So only Jnani also. There's nothing to be done by me. Because there is nothing to be done for such a person, he or she is free to do a lot of things. It's what doing without bound by karma pala. This is what freedom in action. When there is nothing to be done, what is there that is not to be done? There is no mandate for a jnani enjoining him to do any particular action or prohibiting from doing any particular action. So therefore, there is no vidhi, there is no nisheda. Ko vidhi, ko nishedaha for a jnani. What is a vidhi? What nisheda? Jnani is above all. The vidhi nisheda is only for the ajnani. Do's and don'ts only for the ajnani. Not for the jnanis. Ko vidhi, ko nishedaha. His or her job is over. Hereafter, the person's will has no place at all because karma implies will. What is the will now? His will is not from the will of Ishvara. His will is further in the will of Ishvara. So therefore, whatever will the person had before the knowledge took place has been successfully used up, having served its purpose. That is what appropriate usage of the will. He has used the will and gained the knowledge. So the will has served the will, what the person had before the knowledge. It is used successfully with appropriate usage of will. It has served its purpose. This is why sannyasis do not leave wills when they die. This is another will. That will is different with wills. Wills means property, transferring the property to the next person, lineage. Sannyasi doesn't have familial lineage. So sannyasi do not leave wills. They don't because they don't have anything. Or they are supposed not to have. They have no will to leave a will. Only when the will is there, there can be a will. Where there is a will, there is a way. So and will is there, only there can be a will. Sometimes if the sannyasi has many disciples, not leaving a will can cause problems as to who is to succeed him or her and so on. Yes, this is the problem. The Pitam is there. Many disciples are that, and who will succeed the Pitam? Pithadipati, next to Pithadipati. Whereas if she is a traditional sannyasi, the parampara sannyasi and the disciples have been taught well. Disciples are also matured people. So therefore, there will not be no problem. There will not be fight among the disciples who will succeed after him. There will be no vying for a sannyasi's seat because there is no seat. There is no organization for a seat to be there. Each disciple is a seat in fact. That's the glory of parampara sannyasi. Each disciple is a seat. In the Hindu tradition, Vedika Dharma, there is no organization or hierarchical structure, no papacy, diocese, or parish, or congregation. Dharma, of course, has no organization, and in that Dharma, there is a person, a sannyasi, who also has no organization. The word sannyasi means that the person just lives only with the sky above him or her. The person is the only organization that is there. And if he has any disciples, every disciple there may be is an organization. That is how the parampara, the tradition is, traditionally. The sannyasi doesn't even need a text of the Upanishad or the Gita. Everything in the form of understanding is within the person's head. Therefore, doesn't carry even a book. There is no organizational head other than his head. And there is no organization other than this. He himself is an organization. So wherever he goes, that he teaches, he himself it's a floating, moving organization. That's the parampara. Wherever he goes, he teaches and creates disciples and move on. And every disciple becomes an organization, become the teacher. So this is a Vedika Dharma, the tradition. The moksha means a jiva. Jiva is gone. Jiva is gone means jivatvam is gone. Jivatvam, just vidya, it is gone. Once self-knowledge is gained, the job of the wise person is over. There is no will left. So it has all been used up. The will is useful only until moksha. The will. Just as one's checkbook is useful only as long as one's account is not closed. Once the account is closed, what is the use of checks that still you have? They're useless. You can fill them out and give them to the people, but they have no meaning because we don't have such account at all. We don't have any account at all. So similarly, when moksha is gained, the will is useless. The will has served the purpose. Why the will is said? Because will is required. Will is required for doing. Kartum shakyam, akartum shakyam, anyatava kartum shakyam. The will has been appropriately used, and antakarna should be used. Again, even but choosing jnanam, jnanam is to be chosen. The will is used. Now, after jnanam, what is the use of will? Suppose the will is used as the account is closed. The accountant has struck out this person's name with a red pen and has removed the file. One more jiva is gone, finished. And with this, jiva goes everything else. Means all the karma term deposits simply evaporate. All the sanchita and yagama, all these things goes away. There is no longer anyone to climb down. Karma pala, not there. A huge chunk of karma pala in the form of sanchita, like unclaimed account in the bank. There are about 36,000 crore unclaimed deposits in the bank in India now, unclaimed. Whether success, any people is there, successor is there to claim. Similarly, here, gone, all the karma is gone. No longer anyone to claim them. Just as when a person dies, his or her file is marked deceased, so too the jiva's file is closed and dispensary because will be no further transactions or complications. Even though jiva continues, that person continues, the jnani in the shariram continues, this file is closed because it's not the karta. Therefore, even if he does karma, because he is a karta, therefore no karma pala sticks to the person. So therefore, file is closed. The moment jnanam is gained, no one else is there to claim the jiva's karma. Therefore, it's all over. Unclaimed. Therefore, it's resolved. Case is closed. The file is shredded and burned with no trace left behind. Therefore, the person is Krishna Karma Krita. The Punya Papa, that account is closed. Having gained moksha, the person has nothing more to do. That is why Krishna Karma Krita. That is the meaning of Krishna Karma Krita. How objections are presented in Vedanta? Purvapakshi. Objections. Yeah, there is one small but highly technical objection raised by Shankaracharya. So what we are reading is a running translation of Shankara Bhashya. So that Purvapakshi. So there are, as Purvapakshi raises question and answers. So Purvapakshi here argument comes. This objection is based on a somewhat different interpretation that is sometimes given to this shloka. Objections are raised in various ways in Vedanta. Certain philosophers are presented as sparring partners for us, like the Sankhya and Vaisheshika schools of thought. There is also a person referred to as Purva Mimamsaka, who is little more than a sparring partner. Mimamsa is the analysis of the sentences of the Vedas. Pujya Vicharaha Mimamsa. Words of the Vedas, sentences of the Veda containing the words, therefore, words and the sentences have to be analyzed. What meaning the word is used in a sentence, what is the meaning of the sentence in total, in keeping the meaning of the words, etc. This is analysis of the sentences of the Veda to arrive at the meaning of the Vakya, Tatparyam. For that we apply Shadlinga, etc. The analysis of the sentences in the Purvavaha, meaning the earlier portion of the Veda, that is Karmakata, is called Purva Mimamsa, while the analysis of the sentences of the Uttaravaha, the later portion that is called Vedanta or Upanishad, is called Uttara Mimamsa. The later portion which is Vedanta is called Uttara Mimamsa. Then there are those who are not really sparring partners at all, meaning they don't believe in the authority of the Veda. We call them as Nastikas. They are Nastika. Purva Mimamsa, Vaisheshika, Sankhya, they are all Astika. They believe in the authority of the Veda. Veda is a pramana. Whereas some opponents are there, they are not really sparring partners, like the Buddhas and Jainas, who have their own philosophies. They don't believe in the authority of the Veda. They don't accept Veda as a pramana. Therefore, who have their own philosophies and have to be answered. To understand what Vedanta is saying, we use all of these as sparring partners by analyzing their particular arguments. Some are permanent sparring partners, others are by invitation only. And with still others, we do shadow fighting. The philosophy of the Purva Mimamsaka is very simple. Purva Mimamsa. For them, the Veda is eternal and is a final word in everything. According to Purva Mimamsaka, the Veda enjoins you to do karma. So karma is a tatparya, doing. For this person, knowledge is not moksha. Performing karma is the only way to gain moksha. Because the Purva Mimamsaka analyzes the Pramana so well, therefore we will make use of this method of analysis in Vedanta. The knowledge is not moksha for them. Karma, doing karma, and by which going to Swargaloka, enjoying, that is the concept. The entire Veda, Tatparya Veda is only in doing. By knowing, one cannot be free. That is their Tatparya. According to Purva Mimamsaka's argument, according to Purva Mimamsaka, all the sentences of the Veda deal primarily with action. Then only they say the meanings of the words of the Vedas, meaning the words of the sentence of the Veda are meaningful. And therefore, every sentences of the Veda they analyze and they say they deal primarily with action. By action only you gain, not by inaction, not by knowledge. So for them, they look upon the entire Veda as one. Therefore, the Veda, Tatparyam of Veda is only in karma, only in doing. Therefore, do not really convey anything that is already there. That Veda need not discuss. That which is already there, why should Veda discuss? So, therefore, Veda deals primarily with only karma. We divide Karma Kanda and Uttarakhand and Karma Kanda and Vedanta, Jnana Kanda. But for them, the whole Veda is only one. There is no such division. We divide and we say there are different Anubandha Chatushtayas, but for them, there is only one Anubandha Chatushtaya because the entire Veda is one. There is no Purva Bhaga or there is no Uttara Bhaga. So, therefore, it should be clearly understood that the sentences throughout the entire Veda can be taken as commands in terms of what is to be done. All are Vidivakya for them. Vidivakya and Nishedavakya. To be taken as Vidivakya to be done or not to be done. Do's and don'ts. So, the entire Veda consists of sentences which are either Vidivakya to be done or not to be done. Nishedavakya. Any sentences that reveals the nature of the object is connected to or subserves either Vidivakya or Nishedavakya. All other Vakyas, like Avantara Vakyas, they subserve to a Vidhi or Nisheda. So therefore, they are only Vidhivakyas and Nishedavakyas. So any other Vakya means that is subserves the Vidhi or the Nisheda. Vidhi means to be done. It's a commandment. Nisheda is, that is also a commandment, but in not doing. Do's and don'ts, it's simple. Kartavyam, akartavyam. This analysis of karma Mimamsa, is very important. And Uttar Mimamsa, we have the Jaimini Sutras. Jaimini, the disciple of Vyasacharya, you the Jaimini, the Uttar Mimamsa, like Dharma Sutra, therefore they also have sutras. The author is Jaimini. He's a propounder of Mimamsa. The Karma Mimamsa is very important because analysis of Karma Mimamsa is very important because the orientation of any human mind, even the minds of those who are lazy, is towards karma. Nobody can remain not doing, even for a moment. Therefore, only the mind is focused always in doing, gaining, achieving something. A person who is lazy is bothered because of the action he or she doesn't perform. So both the active and the lazy are oriented towards karma alone. That there is something to be done is a truth about everyone. For the Purva Mimamsaka, then the moksha can be gained only by performing Nitya Naimitika Karma. The moksha, the freedom, they accept freedom, but that can be gained only by karma. not by knowledge. It's not Siddha Vishaya. It's already Siddha. If it's already Siddha, then it has to be known. That we say, they say it is not. It has to be gained by doing, by performance of karma. That is why the entire Veda enjoins Vidhi, enjoins karma, Vidhi and Nisheda, the form of Vidhi and Nisheda. Nitya Nimitta karma. Nitya karmas are the daily rituals that are to be performed and certain other enjoined duties are to be done. Nitya karma is karma which are to be done daily. Certain obligatory karma like Sandhya Vandana, etc. Naimittika karmas are those karmas which are to be done on certain occasion, as at the time of an eclipse. During Grahanam, Chandra Grahanam or Surya Grahanam, Tarpanam is done, or Shraddha karma, annual the ceremonies, rites for the ancestors, they are Naimittika, once in a year, or once in a month, the Tarpana on Amavasya, the new moon day, are all Naimittika karma. And these Nitya Naimittika karma are to be done by everyone. Moksha, according to the Purva Mimamsaka, also involves not doing kami karma, the actions done for a specific desirable result. So in that, every kami karma means karma done for gaining certain desired result. Desired objects. One must do. And they say that moksha involves not doing. One must do only those karmas which are, those actions which are duties. The idea here is to avoid both punya papa. That is the idea. By not planning or performing any kami karma, punya is avoided. And by not doing what is not to be done, papa is avoided. The kami karma involves punya papa. Kamya is one's desire, that's the kama, that is fulfilled by doing. So therefore that is kami karma. So that in the process, the person gains punya papa. So therefore, when punya papa is there, then that will perpetuate samsara. Therefore, they also say, refraining from kami karma, only doing what is to be done, nitya nimitti karma. They focus only on nitya nimitti karma. So therefore, kami karma, by not planning or performing kami karma, punya is avoided, and papa is also avoided. In this way, prarabdha which has brought this body into being, will exhaust itself without you needing to do anything about it. This is the theology. This is a doctrine. In this way, prarabdha karma, just because of which the birth, because of which we have taken this janma, so that will exhaust itself because there is no punya and papa. Therefore, you don't have to do anything. The capital will be lost and the body will die. Having avoided all punya and papa, there will be no new karmas for you, and therefore no cause for a new birth. This is the concept. So therefore, all you have to do is just keep eating daily and do nitya nimitti karma. This is Purnimamsaka. This then it's one argument for gaining moksha through karma. The simple argument of Purva Mimamsaka. Want to be free, then do nitya nimitti karma, avoid nishita karma and reduce kami karma. The two sets of karma, nitya karma and nimitti karma, are called duties. The Purva Mimamsaka argues because they are duties, there is no result for you when you do them. So this is their important argument. They say their duties to be done by you, but no karma phala for what you do, because it is nitya, to be done. Daily obligatory action, similarly occasional obligatory action, naimittika karmas. In other words, they do not produce karma phala. Punyam, they will not produce karma, but karma phala not there, they say. And when you don't do these karmas, then there is omission that attracts papa to you. That's called pratyavaya papa, dosha. This is the crux of in Purva Mimamsaka's argument. So if you don't do what is to be done, nitya nimitti karma, then you will invite papam, pratyavaya dosha, it's called. How can one attract papam by not doing in karma? This question comes. An example is given. When a person bathes, no one notices because it is a common activity. And no one says, "Oh, you seem to have taken a bath today." But suppose a person doesn't do it, this omission is definitely noticed, if not by all, definitely by some. That's the Purva Mimamsaka's argument is that there are actions to be done, and if these are not done, that's a result. The bath is not taken, then what is the result? Ganda, smell. So therefore, that is the result. Smell comes stinking, sweat stings. So Naimika karmas, Nityanamitika karmas do not attract any result when they are done. But only when they are not done, do they do they attract results, Papa, like this bathing action. This shloka now can therefore be seen from this standpoint. For the Purva Mimamsaka, the word karmani, the expression means karmani akarmayaka pashyet means nitya naimittika karmani, the action that are to be done daily and occasionally, the naimittika karma. And akarma refers to the absence of any result, phala abhava. Thus, the expression is taken to mean one who sees akarma, phala abhava in the nitya naimittika karma is the that one who sees is vice person. This is how they interpret the shloka. So akarma is phala abhava and karma is doing. It is nitya naimittika karma. Then that person is a wise person who sees karma in karma. But if there is no result to be gained, result not there, then this nitya naimittika karma cannot be called a karma at all because there is no doer. So this Purva Mimamsaka says, no, there is a doer. Atma is a karta. You cannot nullify the doer. The result alone is not there. How is it possible? This is their content. This is their philosophy. Atma is a karta. You cannot nullify the doer. The result alone is not there. Karma is there, Atma is a karta, but result not there. By doing nitya nimitti karma. Because there is no result, therefore the karma is as good as karma only, as good as not doing. Then the next comes. We are going to argue with Purva Mimamsakas and dismiss their views. That's going to come. We'll see the response. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Dhanyavadah